got going right now is not getting it done.
It's been a tale of two halves, huh, guys? He was on fire from long range in the first half, but not so much here in the second. Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
The Bulls leading by 6. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Hands it from downtown. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Irving drives in. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He's got 10 points and also a block shot.
You just can't find
Nice shooting.
his defense. It's all there.
Here is Rose. 1:37 left in the third quarter. Mayo kicks to Gasol. Mozgov grabs the board.
I think our shot selection could be a lot better on the offensive end, so be patient. If you don't have an open look, move the basketball. Eventually, someone's going to be wide open for the shot. Now let's go.
Mr. Moves check in for Chicago. .127 left to play in the third. Outside Irving. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Mr. Moves got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
I love what they're doing, trying to put the hammer down, attacking the basket when they can.
There's a good screen. Irving passes to Reese. Here's Smith. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
And there's the pass to Mr. Moves. Again, Chicago.
Well, they scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Irving kicks to Mozgov. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Mozgov's got his first bucket of the night.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Takes a 3. And the Bulls another 3.
And that's his first 3 of the second half after really lighting it up beyond the arc in the first.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Stolen. Pass break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Mr. Moves. Lays it in off the breakaway. Mr. Moves got 37.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Here's Irving. He's got 11. Passes it to Reese, expanding his range. Another shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
The Cavaliers have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. 2 shots. That's good for Mozgov. And Cleveland making a change here. Mozgov hits them both. From deep. No good on that last second attempt there. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Chicago. They lead by 13 and will return shortly. It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
There was a beautiful pass, nice, intelligent basketball. The execution was perfect, and that pass set up the open 3.
The The Bulls leading by 13. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron James is out there with J.R. Smith. Then there's Hicks. Then it's David Lee. And it's Calderon in at the 1 spot. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And one other thing I would add is the mid-range game has been really impressive. I mean, they're showing great touch on some of those 15, 17-footers.
First free throw is good. Shumpert is checked in for Harris. Both free throws good from Mr. Moves. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Smith outside. Pass to LeBron. To the middle. Here's Calderon. Back to James. Uncovered. No good. And it's Chicago the other way. Here's Mr. Moves. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Calderon has the open look. Off target with his 3. The Bulls leading by 15. To the left side wing. Gibson with the screen on Smith. Noah, the pass to Mr. Moves. That's good. Mr. Moves got 41.
What a top-notch game he's had. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
LeBron kicks to Lee. There's the feed to Calderon. The drive by James. Lock at 6. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Mr. Moves. He's guarded by Calderon.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
For Mr. Moves. Cleveland also making some. The Bulls leading by 15. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Mr. Moves checked in for Rose. LeBron James on the wing. He dishes it to Irving. Shot from 12. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Inside. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. Irving dishes to Mozgov. James in the post. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
What a game for LeBron. 15 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
Well, that's important, Clark. I mean, he's conscious of the fact that moving the ball around gets the defense to move. It forces them to work, and it creates a better offensive flow for his own team.
Chicago making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And both free throws. Good for James. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Mr. Moves. No good with the triple.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Shumpert gets a wide open look. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Bulls leading by 13. To the right side. The 19-foot shot, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
For Cleveland, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6, and he gets the bucket. And that's 15 points for Kyrie Irving.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees. He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Dishes to Mozgov. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Mozgov. Mozgov's got 3 assists now in this one. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Mr. Moves. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
LeBron passes to Lee. And that one comes up a bit short. Chicago leading by 16. Here's Mr. Moves, and the shot is good. Mr. Moves got 13 points now in the quarter.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
James kicks to Irving. He feeds it to Shumpert. Butler with the block.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
1:27 left here in the fourth quarter.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open. And so, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans starting to head for the exits. Obviously, a huge win here in Game 2 for the Bulls.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, Steve, and in the end, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, Clark, and that's all part of the story.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, this is by no means a runaway that it might appear to have been. I mean, it was a scrappy performance all the way through.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Mr. Moves. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. That's good.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
Ball's knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. No one around. He lays it in. Mr. Moves got 54 points.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
Calderon kicks to Harris. Back to Calderon. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Here's Mr. Moves. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bangs home the trifecta. Mr. Moves got 57 points.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
Calderon has the open look. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Here's Mr. Moves. He's guarded by Calderon. Mayo the pass to Mr. Moves. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb, guys, here in the second half. They're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Time for us to say so long. Thanks for watching our coverage of the second round of the NBA playoffs. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long as we present the